Golden Age is back. Isaac's on the mic. Cultural crusade. Politics get torched in the fight. Savage themes drop hard, outrageously offensive. Bassy generation, loud and unrelenting. Golden Age, it's the podcast blaze. Isaac's rants cut through the haze. Crusades alive, memes collide. Subscribe now, join the Savage Tribe. Takes weekly, unfiltered and raw. Isaac's voice, the memer's law.
The golden age of America begins right now.
Let's go. Alrighty, everybody. Thank you for being here. Before we get started, a big thank you to the Angry Badger and all his viewers for rating the stream right before we started. Thank you
Thanks
for stopping by, guys.
Around for that little intermission.
Absolutely. Thanks for being here, joining us in the chat. Please like and subscribe. I hate to say it, but it is part of YouTube. Ooh. But before we get into the panelists here, phrasing, we're going to check in with the chat. It is good to see you, Cole Hauser, up in Canada. Praise Allah, brother. Legatus, good to see you as always. Thank you for modding. Appreciate you. Alex, our based friend over on X. Good to see you, brother. Anthony, Nishi, who's this guy? Lex? I don't know, whatever. Just JK. And then I think this is Andy's account, I believe. We have the Drink Up guys. Speaking of which,
I've never heard of that guy before.
I'm going to introduce our guests first this week. Jeff, Andy, Drink Up. Tell us a little about you guys. It's great to have you, Jeff. We've had you on the show before, but how you guys doing?
Good, fantastic.
Really good, yeah.
Good.
Monday
good
night.
To have you.
First time we've done second time we've done a stream on someone else's channel, so we're hitting the road a little bit more. Coming up, we got another one coming up in a couple of weeks, but. Yeah, no, we're just.
It's awesome.
Usually there's three of us, but he's working late, so we're just gonna watch the door when he gets
Which
here.
is usually why we don't, stream on early in the weekdays or anything. Monday, rough one. Tuesdays.
That's life, though. Not much you can do about it, but it's great to have you. We'll be talking more about your show more towards the end of the stream. Looking forward to that. Cornboy, our co-host. Thank you again for joining us. Good to see you. How you doing?
Yeah, it's been it was a great weekend. We got into that Halo sale and
yes, sir.
To play a whole bunch of Halo over the weekend. It was quite nice. I encourage anyone to get up on that sale and join us if we play again this week.
I learned the hard way. Cornboy is a Halo veteran, so do not 1v1 him on Halo. But Lex, how you doing, man? Thanks for being here. As always, appreciate you.
Well, happy to be here. It's another great week. Let's talk about things.
I agree. And Magnum, it's great to see you. Glad you could join us this week. How's your week been? How you doing?
I just worked 36 hours in 3 days, so I'm very happy to be here.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was so deep into Halo, like I got so good at one point that I actually got into a major fight with my roommate over it. So I killed him so many times that he decided to fight me.
That'll do it. I can attest. Yes, it is a little rage-inducing.
Yeah,
as Cornboy knows. But I wanted to say real quick, also in the chat, we talked this week with people in the community, and apparently, if we get 50 gifted subs, which I see over on Kick, what did you just do, Lex? If we get 50 gifted subs this month, I will be dressing up as an illegal alien for Halloween, and Lex just got us halfway to that goal.
Chat, I gave you half. The rest is on you.
25 gifted memberships for $125. Lex, I don't know how to thank you enough.
What a Chad.
Don't.
I think you are going to be responsible for me being a Mexican this Halloween. So any outrage that comes of that...
That's so worth seeing. Come on, that's so funny.
Any outrage that comes of that is your fault, Lex. The responsibility falls on you.
Tell me that's not funny.
It is funny. In case you guys don't know what I'm talking about, let me show you a picture real quick. Then we'll get into the pressing issues of the week. But this is what I agreed to this week. Let me pull the screen up. If we get to the 50 sub goal this month, this is going to be my costume for Halloween. I am going to be an illegal
The Hakeem
alien,
Jeffries
as I call
party
it.
pack.
Hakeem Jeffries
A
party
JD
pack.
Vance meme. I see.
Absolutely. Corn Boy, you got us 5 closer. 5 gifted subs for $25. Guys, we're 30 there. I got the notebook ready. I'm going to be filling that out at the end of the stream. Keeping tabs. Corn Boy, thank you so much for getting us that much closer to the goal. So, guys, we are 30 there. And,
And
yeah.
if you give
So
an
if
extra
you guys wanna
20,
see-
if you give an extra 20, I'll put a microphone outside my door so you can hear all the mariachi music in my neighborhood.
Hey, sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Guys, yeah, 20
like a
left to
live
go.
band.
Yeah.
20 left to go, and I'll be a Mexican, but 20 on top of that, Magnum will put a mic out his window. So, nonetheless, it is great to see
I'm
everybody.
not joking, man.
Do it, guys. Do it. 40 more, and you get a microphone out Magnum's window here in the
Yeah.
mariachi band, and who knows what else.
Pickup trucks,
Speaking-
banging mariachi music. Go ahead. No.
Speaking of which, some racially inclined music. Guys, drink up, Jeff, Andy. You guys are in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
N-
This
nowhere
is
near.
a biker. This is a biker gang in Canada, and I just have to say it's pretty interesting. Let's listen to this. We have to hear this clip.
Sometimes I walk, sometimes it's not the day. People like me, they hold their breath and go away. Sometimes you tell me that by the kind of that you drink. Sometimes when you're alone, all you do is stay.
So yeah, have you guys
boy.
ever seen any of that in the Upper Peninsula where you guys are, right near Canada? See any of those biker gangs around?
No, we have a giant lake between us.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Thank
for
God.
natural
Good
barriers,
buffers.
Border.
Yep.
Natural barriers. That is a godsend. Yeah.
And if
that's,
anything, we'll throw some soap in there.
Here's all you out there.
do it. Throw some soap. Throw some bleach.
Looks like the drink uppers are drinking up.
The
Drinking
fact
up. Hey,
that
I got some
Wisconsin
water.
has
never
I'm putting-
taken the Upper Peninsula tells me everything I need to know about that state. Also, shout out Jake Martin. Gifting some
Martin.
more over on Kick.
Jake, what are
Holy
you doing
cow.
over on Kick?
Oh, I said
Jake
More
Martin
gifties.
with the 5 gifted memberships over on Kick for $25. Jake, thank you so much, guys. We are
10 away.
10. We're,
Right?
Yeah, 25, 5. No, we're at 35. I didn't
15
even have
away.
time to write this down. We are 15 away on Kick. From
Math
me
is
being a
hard.
Mexican this
Athlete, not
Halloween.
an athlete.
So, guys, that is the pinned comment at the top of the chat. I just want to thank you, everybody. We're going to round up again at the end of the stream, but thank you for the support. I guess I'm probably going to be a Mexican this Halloween. Speaking of Mexicans, good to see you, Ronan. And but it's great to see everybody.
That's
Guys-
He's all American to us.
I was not alive yet in 1997, believe it or not. Even though Gen Z, we're aging a little rough. But guys, did this actually happen? Because Stephen Hawking apparently was at the X Games, and AI. Some people say it is, but I choose not to believe it.
Stephen Hawking dropping in on the giant vert ramp. This is history. Picking up speed, rolling smooth. Look at the setup. He goes for the 9.
Holy cow.
Yes, lands it clean. The crowd is losing.
Look at his moves.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, did any of you guys see that live when it happened, or what's the deal there?
Well, of course, I was there. You didn't exist, but
That's
yeah.
a double cripple
Very
flip.
true.
I
I
remember
went
the,
to X Games '98, so I missed it.
I remember the daycare lady wheeled the TV into the room when we watched it.
You did. Okay, fantastic.
With the
That must be a
TV that
beautiful
was
core
strapped
memory.
to the cart,
Yes.
right?
Yep, that was strapped down with a VCR in the second shelf below it.
Yeah, that's the way of it.
Oh yeah.
Well, it had to be strapped to the cart, or if it could fall off, it could kill you potentially with how big those
No,
things
they're
were. Man. One more funny thing I have to show you. We all love the sheriff from Polk County, Grady Judd, the sheriff over down in Florida. Keep an eye on the black cop here in the background. He is trying very hard to contain his laughter. Now, what's he laughing about, you might be asking? Well, there was a, shall we say, lady of the night that was arrested. if you want to say lady. And let's hear the full story here.
There's things in life you just can't believe. So you order up a prostitute, right? This prostitute lives with his mother, by the way. He's got a massive criminal history, a 21-year criminal history with 31 criminal charges. So you order up a prostitute, and that's what you think you're getting.
Already.
Now,
We'll just pause there for a moment. That's a very, very interesting looking individual, if I do say so myself.
Did I hear him say his?
Several times.
Yes. Yes.
when you look at that, you go, wow, that's pretty rough, but, you know, any port in a storm. And then the next morning when you wake up, you find out this is who it really is.
Yeah.
Yeah. We call that Coyote Ugly.
Yeah.
You see, he's
Nice
laying
way
on
of
your
saying it.
arm in bed. You go, well, it was rough last night, but I've sobered up. I think I'll just chew my arm off and ease away so I don't disturb him or wake him up. All right, so you think you're buying this, you're getting this. He's got 31 criminal charges, and heck, if you're lucky, he doesn't kill you overnight. There's
Pretty
things.
interesting stuff, if I do say so myself. There is some crazy stuff going on down in Florida, guys. I don't know what to
Right?
tell you.
I can't imagine how they keep finding these people in his county when he's this based and has this kind of a history.
I know. Guys, Florida's
Crimer's
reputation.
gonna crime.
That's true. Crimer's gonna crime. Hard R, crimers. As they said in that game one time. But Magnum, what do you think? Do you ever run into anybody like this where you're at up north? Or what do you think?
No, it's just not it's not really like I try to avoid the tenderloin areas of certain cities. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
It's just not very tender to me, you know. So
Wise words. Guys,
it's a joke. I stole it, you know, but
yeah. In the UP, you guys ever run into this stuff? This type of interesting individuals walking the streets, or not so much?
Not so
think
much.
I think-
Our big thing is meth.
Okay,
I
yeah.
think the only time me and Jeff
That's
Not a
true.
lot of
saw
teeth.
was at the MegaCon, and you know they like to go to cons for some reason.
I don't know why. It's very bizarre. Yeah, very interesting. And Lex, I'm sure you've never run into anybody like that through your adventures. I would have to say so.
Sorry, no, I'm far too upper class and also in Texas, and so
That's a
no.
good thing. That is a good thing.
There's one at work now that I think about it. I was like, what the hell?
Well, where do you work? That's what I want to know.
I'm supposed to
God,
work
so
in that clean
good.
room too. So.
You didn't run them off yet?
One more meme, and then we got the more serious stuff. This week, President Trump on his Truth Social put out a post, and the Democrats with the shutdown, they are angry. They're so angry. And Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck E. Schumer over there were just ranting and raving. And this is what the president posted in response.
Look, guys, there's no way to sugarcoat it. Nobody likes Democrats anymore. We have no voters left because of all of our woke trans bullshit. Not even black people want to vote for us anymore. Even Latinos hate us. So we need new voters. And if we give all these illegal aliens free health care, we might be able to get them on our side so they can vote for us. They can't even speak English, so they won't realize we're just a bunch of woke pieces of shit. You know?
Perfectly said from Chuck Schumer there. Totally not AI whatsoever.
Yeah.
And there was a follow-up to
horse's
that.
mouth.
This week.
I saw it on
Hakeem-
X. Has to be true.
Of course. If it's on the internet, it's true. Hakeem Jeffries was upset about the sombrero, so President Trump uploaded this in response. And, sombrero posting will continue until morale improves. That's the moral of the story here.
A wise man said that.
Every complaint,
did.
the sombrero gets 10% larger.
Absolutely. So, guys, I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. If you can't have a sense of humor while engaging in politics, you're not going to win. Memeing is how you win. You know, the hearts and minds of people, you have to have a sense of humor in this world. So, utterly
The only thing
essential.
funnier was JD Vance saying, I promise we'll stop the sombrero memes. Just like,
Yes.
is this real?
And then the left tried to do one on him, and he replied that it's real.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The left can't meme. The left tries, and
not at all.
I saw Newsom uploaded some meme about Vance earlier this week, and that was cringe. But the thing is like Vance is gonna love it. Like
of course,
I was surprised Vance didn't go in and reshare it.
Exactly. You have to be able to have a sense of humor. It's mandatory. So I see our third party member of the Drink Up crew has joined us.
Have another user.
I am here.
We are back to
who do we have here? Want to introduce our third member here?
I am Willie, the best looking and coolest member of the crew.
Cool. That's quite a title.
Yeah.
And the most humble.
If you can tell by looking at him, he just got home off work.
Yeah.
Hey, I respect
No showers
it. Good
needed.
job. So we got from left to right, Willie, Jeff, Andy.
Needed.
Perfect. So we got to get your opinions on this. Have you guys seen this video? This was going around this week. In Portland, the Antifa people were a little upset with ICE and the deportations. So they were out rioting like they do and totally not paid, I would imagine. But they wore an inflatable costume to try to guard against the, pepper spray and stuff. But one thing they don't realize is there's a vent in the backside. So this is what happened. A motorized vent in the back with the fans sucking that in. So how would you feel being on the inside of there and all of a sudden, that happens? Pretty rough.
Should have been fart spray instead.
Yes, that happened at a school this week. But yeah, pretty interesting. And it just goes to show here, as they say, FAFO, there's been a lot of FO lately to the FAing, where a Antifa member who was rioting against federal agents would not walk to being contained. So they got a cart and I said, lady, here you go, have a ride. They see me rolling. I should probably mute that.
Yeah, turn that on.
So basically, F around and find out. That's what the message,
It may be
the moral of the story
Who
is.
knows?
This is what I.
That's
this
what
is
they're
I
saying.
voted for big time. This is totally what I
Oh,
voted.
amen to that. Amen to that.
Put them on a cart. Get them out.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're going to interfere with federal law enforcement and attack, officers and stuff. That's what's going to happen. So, very good to see. But yeah, anyone here ever been in the military? Or we all know somebody who has. And any of you guys, Andy, you been in the military?
Yeah, sure have.
Alrighty. So this week, good to know. We'll have to get your opinion on this. You first. Our Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, had a little speech to the officers this week, and no more identity months, DEI offices, or dudes in dresses. Let's hear from the Secretary's own mouth, and then we'll get some reactions to this.
This administration has done a great deal from day one to remove the social justice, politically correct, and toxic ideological garbage that had infected our department, to rip out the politics. No more identity months, DEI offices, dudes in dresses. No more climate change worship. No more division, distraction, or gender delusions. No more debris. As I've said before, and will say again, we are done with that.
I dig it. Andy, what's your initial reaction to that? Do you think
That's fantastic.
that's the right tune?
Fantastic. If
right
you want
message?
a strong military or something like that, that's the way to go. If you want to show like, hey, don't mess with us, absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I thought that clip was
Believe
fantastic.
all the stuff they've been so lax on in the past few years in the military. I mean, even providing surgeries for their enlisted people. I'm
And
like,
that was a
how
big
is that
thing.
possible?
So
Especially
mental,
during COVID,
mental
2020 and
illness.
stuff, they were just letting everything slide.
Yeah.
Well, they used to not allow mental illness, and now they're enabling it.
I'm all
Very
for whoever wants to be in can be in, but there's like a standard that you have to be able to achieve. Like you
Yes.
can't lower the bar to accept more people.
you
There's a
don't-
bar.
well, that's what
you either
they've-
hit it or you don't.
That's what they've changed recently as of this week is if the standards across the board are going to be the same. There's not women's standards, men's
Good.
standards,
Yep.
less push-ups or more push-ups. If you can pass it, you can pass it and you're in.
Yep.
But if
100%,
you
that's
can't,
what you need though. You got to be
you're not
qualified
in.
for the job.
Yeah.
My
You
dad
can't qualify
wiring-
anymore because, like you said, no more beardos.
That's very true. Unfortunately for Fear the Beardo and Geeks and Gamers.
My dad is
gonna be
Marine.
losing a cast member.
I've had so many members of my family, grandfather, great grandfather, Navy, all these things. And all of them, like I'd talk to them about these things. Not my great grandfather anymore, but like the job of the military is to be ready to use lethal force to defend the United States. That's
Absolutely.
it.
Yeah.
That is it. That is the purpose of the military.
That's
is
its key
to
driving force.
Power projection, force, ready for lethal uses, ready for action. And yet, these past administrations have turned the military into a pageantry of effeminate weakness, propaganda, nonsense. And it's about time that the military got back to being, we're here for one purpose and one purpose only.
Yeah,
to defend this country with
identity
lethal
politics.
force when needed.
Identity politics does not belong in the military. Period.
No, not at all.
So
social justice, all that virtue signaling crap. No, I want
Yeah,
people in there.
You
who
need to
can
follow
fight.
orders. You need to follow orders. And if you can't tell whether you're a man or a woman, you just don't belong in the military.
Absolutely.
Well, once again, the one weakness is it is dependent on the administration that's running it, unless codified into law by Congress. So, as far as we know, this is only going to happen with Republican leadership.
Pretty much, yeah. So as we saw, like, you mentioned, Andy, during, 2020, especially the last 4 years and stuff, that was, I knew a lot of people through church, friends, family, who just, they tried to get out early, basically just said enough's enough, retired, left, whatever, any way they could. A lot of people were not signing up, volunteer rate was down across the board. And
yeah,
like
they also
Corn
had
Boy
the
said,
volunteer leaving early kind of thing, because they had the shot. It was a mandatory shot for the military. And I had some friends in there who were like, I'm not going to mandatorily get a shot here. I mean, there's some things you have to get shots for, which makes sense. But this was the untested first vaccine or COVID or whatever. And they're like, I don't want to do that. And so they're like, well, you're voluntary separating. So
absolutely. Yeah, I never took it. I never took it. And if I was in that situation, I would do everything to leave too. Your health is not worth it.
Yep.
Your health is worth a lot more than whatever money, or anything, So, yeah, it's good to see people stick to their guns, but it's unfortunate it came down to that. And hopefully with better leadership now, we will see our military personnel be treated better. And speaking of which, the president spoke at that same event this week, and he dropped the N-word, frankly. He actually dropped 2 of them. And what are the N-words? President Trump, there are 2 N-words. You cannot use either of them. So, as Ronan mentioned, that word does get dropped in Halo sometimes, but let's hear what the president had to say.
And it was really a stupid person that works for him mentioned the word nuclear. I moved a submarine or 2, I won't say about the 2, over to the coast of Russia, just to be careful, because we can't let people throw around that word.
What word is that?
I call it the N-word. There are 2 N-words, and you can't use either of them. Can't use either of them. And frankly, if it does get to use, we have more than anybody else.
So I know one of them
Which
is
one?
nuclear. I can't think of what's the other N-word besides nuclear. Yeah, Nintendo,
I think
Ninja.
it's North
I don't
Korea.
know.
You're not supposed to mention that.
North
right?
Korea. Very true. Yes, Jake. Yeah, right. Needler.
who annoy
yeah.
you.
Newfoundland.
People who annoy you.
Our enemy.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah, people who annoy you. That's very true. Yeah. Naggers, I think, was the word on that show. Yeah.
Naggernal,
But,
obviously.
Yeah,
Oh,
Obviously Naggernal.
I should
Yep.
have known. It was Naggernal. Gosh, the worst.
He's banned.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Speaking of N-words, Netflix was roasted this week by everybody from Elon Musk down. The cancellation Netflix train is on the rise. Guys, if you're parents, anyone with kids, you got to be very, very especially careful nowadays what you're showing because, you know, we all think Transformers, a lot of us grew up with Transformers. You think, oh, it's innocent. It's robots, it's animated, it's pretty simple. But no, so this is, the modern Transformers are literally Transformers now. And let's see this clip and we will get reactions. But man, this is the type of stuff they're trying to put out for kids now.
Of course. Morgan, can you switch,
Nightshade's pronouns are they, them.
He or she just doesn't fit who I am. My apologies. Please switch their piece.
Oh my goodness.
Is that real?
Oh my goodness. That is real. That is from the modern Transformers show. The robots' pronouns are they, them, not he or she. It's a robot. It's a kid's show directed for like
I think
young children.
robots speak in binary, so
Yeah,
O's
they
and
got
ones.
that.
I mean, really.
However,
That's very true.
Over the head. Over the head.
it's funny too because in the original
Insanity.
cartoon they were supposed to be non-gendered anyway. There's no genders in Transformers, and the first female one was RC, which they only introduced to attract girls to the
For the movie, yeah.
show. Yeah,
Right.
she was introduced in the first Transformers movie with the Matrix of Power. Yeah, so now they're going the complete 180 on that one, I guess.
Of course, yeah. And mind you, like we said, this is a kids show, and they're pushing gender ideology in this stuff. It's
Just make robots fight stuff. We don't need genders.
Yeah,
Who
make
cares?
robots turn into cars and trucks and roll around and fight bad guys. And
Yep.
it's a simple recipe, but they cannot stick to it because they
still
are
don't have a clue
ideologically driven.
I still don't have a clue what the they them thing means, and they didn't even explain it to children.
That's the
Like,
multiple personalities in
I
their
don't,
heads.
I don't
Yeah.
understand. Like, what the fuck, man? My bad.
It's disgusting.
Netflix is really
I
being
believe it's multiple
nothing
personality
good
disorder.
lately. Yeah, exactly. I don't know
Yeah.
what the hell Netflix is thinking lately. All these shows, I mean, kids
I
shows
know.
like
It's-
this. If you're gonna do that, just put a separate category that's not in the kids category for the
Exactly, yeah.
whatever you want to
Yeah,
call
the
it.
degenerate corner of Netflix, locked off 18 and
yeah.
above. Like
It's for
But
the woke
no.
parents. Like
it is.
the kids don't care. Like
course
if the kid
not.
likes Transformers, they're gonna watch Transformers. But there's probably a mom out there going, "Well, we need to have some inclusion in here."
Mhm.
The
And
message.
the kid's just like,
yeah.
"Oh, cargo vroom."
We
Exactly.
need to groom our children for their future in our school systems.
For single liberal mothers, I guess.
Pretty
You
much.
know,
Wine moms.
They wouldn't.
Yeah.
They wouldn't get so mad at us, calling them groomers. If I don't know. I just think there's a funny link between the people who get so mad about us
They weren't
calling them
actually
groomers
grooming.
and
It
then
is.
getting really angry at us for cutting off.
It's almost
their
as
access
if you
to
if you
kids.
hit a relevant nerve in their subconscious.
If it's
you know.
true, then they don't like it.
Exactly.
I think they just got
Exactly.
tired of yelling at soccer coaches, so they had to find something else.
Exactly, a new thing to cling on to, yeah, to vent their frustration. And
Yeah.
this has got the attention of everybody, guys. Benny Johnson was talking to Congressman Tim Burchett this week, and he said Netflix executives will be having to testify before Congress about why they are pushing sexualized transgender shows on young kids. Cancel Netflix. Let's hear from the congressman's own mouth. It's a 2-minute clip, so if we have to skip through a little bit, it is what it is. But yeah, this is Congressman Tim Burchett talking to Benny Johnson about the perverted content being put on Netflix.
Would you be in favor of the Netflix leadership being asked to sort of testify over this radical sexual ideology?
Every time we're on, I always say I'm going to do something that makes news. Here's what I want to do on this one, because the First Amendment and all that is involved in it, of course. Let's get on it. I'm going to follow up with my folks after we get off. I'm going to call them and say which committee can they be brought in front of. Is who I think what we have to look at, who regulates the FCC.
And that's a good point he's making, the FCC. So this is Magnum. Your camera's interesting at the moment. But
How dare you not let me
Get out, man.
Yeah. No, we're getting hacked. They don't like what we're saying. No, but no, it's good to see Congress is looking into this. They'll be talking to the Netflix executives and stuff because this is serious stuff. And the FCC is a big one here because the FCC is in charge of a lot of the licensing for a lot of this stuff and getting this stuff out on the airwaves. So if you're going to go after it, that's the way to do it. And Yeah, it's pretty interesting, and we'll have to see how that develops. Elon Musk even talked about it. But ultimately, what do you guys think? I personally canceled Netflix years ago, many years ago, well over 5, 6 or more. And ever since they dropped that horrible Cuties show, that grooming show that was horrendous, I swore it off. I know a lot of people still use the site because it's just so mainstream. But anyone hear of people canceling it? Because I'm seeing a lot online. What do you guys think?
Oh yeah, lots of people canceling it. Which,
Absolutely.
back to the kids shows. I mean, I don't understand why they're pushing that gender stuff on them. I have to yell at my kids to stop eating dirt, and we're gonna tell them that they need to choose who they are at this age. No, I get it. Exactly. If they're older and they're having
to get them young. That's how they grow their community.
And that just confuses them farther in life. I mean, like I said, if you got a child that grows up and they're 18, 20 years old and they're like, hey, I feel this way, that's one thing. They're at least developed in, well, not fully, but
the point is
a sane mind and they've grown up somewhat. My 5-year-old doesn't know the difference between the two genders.
Children have no idea. Young children have no idea what's up, what's down.
Yeah.
What's, like you said, when you're 5 or 6, you're trying to get them to not eat dirt. When I was 5 or 6, it's like you're burning bugs with a magnifying glass. It's like you're just a kid.
I just wanted the next Godzilla toy.
Yeah.
I didn't care.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Your priorities are
over there. Better ask them what gender you should be.
Well, they're 5 and 6.
Usually the parents who are pushing this on their children are the type that raise children that want to please their parents. It's all about them in the first place. So they raise their children to please their parents, and this is what they push on them.
They're using
their
narcissists prop to show how liberal they are as like a flag, just like when they
a virtue signal.
When they come out with a vote against Trump, like look at me, I fought against Trump or whatever,
Yeah.
But
it's like
any parent that is pushing ideology that promotes genital mutilation, that's borderline like prosecutable
demonic,
in my opinion. Like I feel like if you're taking it that far, that's child abuse, and you need to be.
It is.
Yeah. And places like Netflix and a lot of people that have these channels on YouTube doing the same thing. They know that parents are just going to put the iPad right in front of their kids and walk away.
Yep.
Or turn the TV on and walk away. It's going to play whatever it plays. And I'm sure that algorithm after you finish a season of something on Netflix, it's going to go right to that, something like that right away.
That's why parents can't be lazy anymore. Parents cannot be lazy anymore.
This is what we want you to watch.
It's also like it's a way for them to take the blame of things off of themselves as parents. They want to be, it's a competition for them to be the most accepting, as they'd call it. Like, oh, I do this and I do this. And my son does this because of, I'm so accepting. Like they want that justification and praise for being such a open-minded parent or something like that.
Megan Fox has
and then they also use that as an excuse for, like the kid does something wrong. And they're like, oh, well, he's just confused. And you're like, spank them.
Well, they're saying that the trans community or whatever is like 0.5% or something like that. But Megan Fox has 3 kids.
That math is not mathing. That math is not mathing at that point. No.
I'd say 1 out of 5 actors and actresses have that.
No, she's turned her kids into showpieces. She's turned her kids
the water's turning to Foxgate.
Objects.
Pretty much. Whatever's in the water, they have a lot of it out in L.A., Hollywood, and stuff.
Don't drink the water.
Thank you for the fighting fires. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, very true. No, and you're right. The little margin for error, whatever they said, less than 0.5% of people. But it seems like you said, Jeff, 1 in 5 approximately of these Hollywood people always end up having a very, very confused kid that is a product of this indoctrination. It's not by chance, shall we say, whatsoever. And
no. Also, I mean, too, you can compare it even to like child actors. Look how many of them grow up to be messed up because they never had a real childhood. They're basically doing the same thing with a different process, but you're not letting the kid just be a kid. And that grow up.
It's as simple as that. Let kids be kids. Leave them alone. Because,
and that industry has always had some sort of reputation in that department anyway.
You ever find it strange that the phrase "leave the kids alone" is offensive to some people?
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It is very interesting how they get all wound up. They're like, "How dare you suggest such a thing?" Now go away and let your kid watch these videos we're putting out. It's
No, just let the kid light the house on fire.
Teacher, I'm just asking, why is it so offensive to say let kids be kids?
Right.
Because love is love, is
Very
what they
valid
say.
question.
Love is love. Right.
Well, that's what the plus in LGBTQ
for the maps
plus.
out there.
We know what the plus is. You know, it's not a secret anymore.
I think it's because parents want to just be lazy now and not raise their kids.
Yep.
So they're just like, you can't just let the kids be kids. I don't want them to run around and get dirty and muddy and light the house on fire. And you're like, hey, just get
Also,
some drywall.
more and more parents
the
want to
house.
be their kids' friends instead of being their parents too.
Yes.
So
100%.
kind of mindset leads to this as well.
Well, it's the iPad generation. It's the hands off, you know, the perfectly everything's bumper proof safe, no risk involved at all. It's just let them watch whatever the hell comes up on the screen algorithm wise, and that's their life. That's their worldview going forward. And it's very unfortunate, you know.
You should be terrified of your parents.
Shocks
until
my
you're ready.
kids.
It's funny.
Yeah. If your dad yells
then
and
you
you're not
respect them after
afraid,
that.
he's not doing his job.
And especially you see now kids, you know, it's not a big deal to swear at your mother at all. You know, you see kids in public, F you, mom, you know, it's like, okay.
Like, someone needs to kick that kid's ass.
Pretty much.
Kids.
Yeah.
If I would have tried
kids
to
get
screaming in the shop.
Bring back the wooden spoon.
Yep.
Yeah.
If I would have tried
Hell yeah.
yelling the F word at my mom, I think the belt would have been off before I finished the word.
We have a.
As is right.
Actually, I got to look it up. We might have a video of Willie yelling the F word at her dad, and then
Getting
my
tackled.
dad tackling him off a stoop, and he was
Oh my
like
gosh.
16 at the time. So
Yeah.
If you ever find that video, we got to see that on your channel sometime. On one of
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
streams.
Well, it should be that way, though. It should be that way. If
It
your
should
mom
be.
says, I'm going to go get your dad, and you're not afraid,
That's a
There's
problem.
something wrong.
That is a
well,
problem.
see, that's part of the problem, though. They don't have a dad.
yeah, no shit.
Well,
Do you
most of
remember
the time,
the
and that's where
fear
they
that would come over you when you were like mouthing off your mom? She's like,
Just
wait
wait
till
till
your
your
father gets home,
dad-
and you're just like,
Yep.
ah,
Wait until your father gets home. Oh gosh. And then you would hear him coming up the steps and you knew it was upon you and you deserved it. But
Yeah, well, the
kids
thing is,
on
too, you
these
knew you
days,
deserved it.
Yeah. What did you do today? Oh, I just went to school. Oh, is that all you did? Yeah, I just went to school. Oh, so you weren't doing talking off to your mom or anything? No, I wouldn't do that.
no, I wouldn't do that. As you're hiding under the bed.
Exactly right. Yeah, why are you hiding? Yeah,
You use
you have
foul
nothing,
language in front of a lady.
nothing to worry about, huh? No, it's
Yeah,
so
no
true. And
shit.
then they
Hey,
grow up
Isaac,
and have no
Isaac.
respect for authority figures at all. You know? Yeah, Magnum, what's up?
Isaac, I'm gonna leave and come back. Please let me in.
Okay, I'll consider
Denied.
it. But,
Denied.
So we'll see.
Access denied.
I just wanted to cover this real quick. Elon Musk covered what we're talking about. You know, he backs Congressman's push for investigation into Netflix over Paranormal Park pushing gender identity on children. So, yeah, even Elon Musk, you know, who himself, his oldest son, is essentially a victim of this trans ideology BS. He lost his son to this stuff. And now his son is a, degenerate weirdo. So, Elon Musk is backing congressional investigation into whether Netflix is pushing gender ideology onto children. What started as viral social media exchange has now turned into a potential congressional matter. The billionaire CEO is backing Tennessee lawmaker Tim Burchett, who we just saw, into questioning Netflix over Dead End Paranormal Park, a show that featured a main character that identifies with a gender that differs from birth. The show was marketed toward children as young as 7. That's the age bracket they're looking at, that impressionable, around 7 years old age, to get that sick gender ideology into their minds early, so where it can't be rooted out very well. And absolutely shameful. So
if this was normal, they wouldn't have to push it so hard. Period.
Oh, very true. Yeah.
It's predatory.
Very true.
And
yeah.
Someone, I think Steve Walsh mentioned it in the chat earlier, but it's like they're not here to teach. They're here to indoctrinate. They're here to recruit. This is about recruitment into this cult of
that's what it is.
wacky nonsense. If it was true, if it was honest, if it was real, you wouldn't have to push it so hard. They
absolutely true.
have pushed it so hard for so long because it's not real. And they need to convince, and they need to convict, and they need to recruit. That's it.
The truth is self-explanatory. You don't really have to explain it to people. Present it, and people will see it. And It's very true. Very well said, Lex. And but basically, the sum of that message is just parents be very careful what your children are seeing, because this is a crazy and wicked world we're living in. And I wanted to show this too. Speaking of changes to the media that we're all so familiar with, the James Bond posters. Amazon has owned the IP of James Bond. Amazon owns James Bond now, the character, and everything James Bond related. Amazon has digitally removed firearms from the key art on all the James Bond movies on its platform. Shocking, if you ask me. What are your thoughts? So look at this. You zoom in, and it's presumed that they used AI on these posters that formerly had firearms. So probably one where his hand was, but you zoom down to here to Brosnan.
He had a gun in that picture. You see
there was absolutely a pistol in his hand before. And look at this holster is empty.
And there's plenty of other pictures where the hands just cut off at the bottom where they used to hold guns too.
Wow. Very true. Yeah. Insane. You know, James Bond, the pistol is part of his character. Each James Bond has a upgraded pistol from the next usually.
Walther PPK, come on.
Walther PPK, exactly. Yeah. In 32 ACP, and there were 380 or whatever, but pretty
380.
Crazy stuff. Pretty crazy
That's wild
stuff.
too, because like, what are you gonna do when you watch the movie? Is everybody gonna be surprised when there's a firearm in the movie?
Well, that's what I'm wondering.
It wasn't
What is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? Is he gonna?
We're watching a spy movie.
They digitally altered them to look like radios.
He's gonna slap box everybody now.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He called in the radio so hard that guy went flying 10 feet.
Yeah. It's like, what are they hoping to gain from this? This reminds me of when Steven Spielberg removed firearms from E.T., had them digitally removed, and then he said, I regret it, eventually. He said, I regret, modifying my previous artwork that got me so much success,
I thought I saw that Amazon was already backtracking on it and, like, putting them back.
That's what I was hearing, but I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen any updates. I don't know if that's affirmative or not from Amazon or if that was speculation, but nonetheless, they did do it. If they can change and retract
I just don't
going
understand
forward.
why. Like, what do you gain by taking it off the cover? They're going to watch the
That's what I'm
movie.
wondering.
Yeah, well,
right?
they think it's going to be less offensive for the people that don't like firearms.
So
which-
then they watch the movie and see a
5%
bunch
of
of
the population.
firearms. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I don't understand what the value they gained from that was.
It's virtue signaling. Just
It's some limp-wristed bureaucrat saying we need to do this to make it more acceptable. That's
the
it.
marketing-
That's
the
all there
marketing-
is.
it's the marketing
Honestly,
department.
like that's the story of like the last.
That's what it is.
10 years of this country. Some limp-wristed bureaucrat somewhere said we need to remove any sense of violence so it's more acceptable. Without
But like I say, you're still
changing
going to watch
anything.
the movie and it's still going to be violent. It's like, the guy that doesn't like firearms, he's like, oh, this looks like a great cover. It's going to be nonviolent. And then he kills 10 guys in 10 seconds.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you're
It's
right.
like,
It's
oh.
stupid.
Yeah, you're gonna. What do you think? You're gonna see a James Bond movie? Oh, there was no firearms in the poster. I bet it's a movie about love and roses and perfume and da da da.
Yeah,
It's
so
like,
they're still going to get offended.
Well,
as for me,
Daniel Craig one.
as a man, if I see a man on a poster without a gun, I'm going to assume it's not for me. I'm not going to watch
Yes,
it.
exactly. They're
Why am I
losing
going
me
to
by
watch a
this.
movie with just a man like, oh, arms shrugged?
Actually, that's kind of a good point because
I'm not attracted to that. I don't want that.
No.
Pierce Brosnan has historically been in some rom-coms.
Wait.
So we're just going
If,
to be
he,
like, oh,
if he had a
Pierce
gun, I'd be
Brosnan.
like, it's an action movie. We're going places.
I was gonna say, so
Yeah.
if you saw a poster with a man holding a gun, you're attracted to that?
I'd be like, all right,
Okay.
that could be an action movie.
Oh wow.
Probably.
Okay.
I guarantee you, if they had a picture of the conference room where they fleshed this out, it would be all women at the conference.
Oh, definitely.
Can
Well,
you
this is
imagine being a fly on the
Probably a
wall
lot
for
of
something
blue
like that?
hair, too.
Yep,
yes, blue, purple, green.
Oh.
Yes.
and the
Lots of
horn rim
like.
glasses and all that.
Well,
Yes.
if there were men in the room, you might be confused as to whether or not they were actually men. So
Wait till they
Like
actually
you said,
watch the
Some of the
movie.
women might have been also.
I say, wait till they watch the movie and they see the womanizing in them, too. I bet you that's
Exactly
really
right.
interesting.
Nope.
Well, hey,
Goes
you know
up
what
to-
I want to
Or are they gonna
recommend?
take those scenes out and then edit all the firearms into squirt guns?
Nope. It's
The
it's just
Sean
a man
Connery
on the
clip
cover.
of how to deal with a woman when she doesn't back down. The Sean Connery clip. That
Sean
famous
Connery.
clip. Sometimes you gotta slap a bitch, is what the guy said to Barbara Walters. And so that's not for the PC culture of today, and that's real history, and let it lie.
A Bond movie
don't have-
with Bond not having a gun would end in 5 minutes. He'd just be shot.
He'd be dead.
I think him not having a firearm or women would just destroy the movie in the first place. That's literally the whole premise of every Bond movie ever made.
Not
Bond,
the last one.
He's an ideal. Like, men want to be like him, women want to be with him. He's handsome. He's daring. He's living on the edge. That's the whole point.
It's License to Kill.
And they want to pussify him. They want to pussify him, and they're going to.
He's Bruce Wayne adjacent, essentially. He's a Bruce
Wayne. He's the man that men want to be.
Mm-hmm. Unless you watch the last 007, because the last one they kind of do the whole flip switch where it's like, it's James Bond, but then strong female companion who does all the shooting, who does all the car driving, and you're like, well, why is he even here then?
Yeah,
of course.
But nobody wants to watch a movie with an ugly dude that sucks at life and can't do anything.
It's not licensed to be emotionally vulnerable.
Bro, the leftists do. They absolutely want to watch that movie.
But
they
the thing is, Lex,
movie.
the leftists are not the ones that buy merchandise and tickets.
Yeah.
That's why all the movies are losing money.
We got to talk about what Amazon's going to do with 007 in the future now that they've shown this hand already. What is the next James Bond going to be? A transgender, female,
black, overweight.
I wasn't going to say.
I was going to say, why don't they just kill me running around?
Perfect segue. Perfect segue.
Have a guy that gets no girls, has no money, and they can just follow me around.
Speaking of beta male losers, James Gunn. This week he called fans racists and admits he has no oversight from WB on DCU projects. So, guys,
you're putting out shit.
Yeah, nobody's watching it. That's why. James Gunn called fans racists in a recent interview while admitting that he has no oversight from WB on projects that he's doing in the DC. This is just echoing what we've been dealing with for years now in the political and the culture war spectrum of things. If you don't like our product,
something fails. Yep.
Yes. If you don't like our product, you're racist, you're sexist, you're homophobic, you're misogynistic. And when in doubt, blame the fans. That's been Hollywood's favorite play for years. Now every time a franchise stumbles or viewers push back, executives and creators deflect by smearing the audience with labels like racist, sexist, toxic, like I just said. So first of all, guys, I think this is something we've been witnessing for years now. For years.
Dang, I'm racist, sexist, and toxic. Anyway.
I could have told you that. Like, come on, that's not news. But it's pretty crazy stuff. But this is after James Gunn put a essentially Earth X, which if you don't know, it's where the Axis win and not the Allies in World War II. And they're essentially saying that, let me get down to it. It's the part where they mention Jesus and associate people.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the exact quote.
I watch it for
even in this show, even in these shows, they're saying like, well, the world where the Axis won isn't that different from the world we live in. I'm like, all right, well then, what is the point of even bringing it up? What is the point, honestly? If we're all just the same, why are you complaining?
It's not in that particular article, but there is a clip from that recent episode of Peacemaker where they basically are talking about racists and they're like, oh, they love Jesus. Well, of course they do. Essentially, they're trying to associate, people who love Jesus are racist. It's like way to, be subtle about it, James.
I think that's a shot at Musk by calling it X.
No, that's an old DC thing. So, that's an old DC thing.
Was it not really funny though? Like we all see the clip when like this overweight black woman is running down the street getting chased by all these white people. But like, oh my God, that moment where the dude opens the door to his truck and just points and goes, "I'm black."
It's a black.
It's a person of color.
One got out. One got out.
Funny.
Let me just say, in a world where the Axis powers won, and it's supposedly an America of white supremacists, I don't think they would use the word black. They would use the word more close to nuclear. Like we were talking about.
I
President
think for
Trump.
how overweight she was running away, she would have been caught.
I'll tell you what, if that's actually her running in those scenes, good for her.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean that 5 miles an hour is hard to top.
Yeah, but then another very far-reaching, far-fetched point is when she, swimming pool. I don't know.
And
Yes.
wasn't his brother like one of the lead heroes or something like that? And he's just gonna sit there and honk the horn, saying, "Oh, there she is."
Yeah, I don't think
he's not running over there.
He's not in costume. You don't know who he is.
Fair enough.
It's a mess. And frankly, I'm someone, I like the DC stuff from back in the day, you know, the Dark Knight trilogy, all that stuff. I couldn't care less about the stuff coming out right now from James Gunn.
Who
I
does?
could not care
Who's
less.
watching? What are the
Who is
numbers?
this for?
Is
They've made
anybody watching?
No.
They've made it clear that they
Thank
hate
you.
people like me. So you know what? You hate me, you're not going to get my money. As Rough Knight said here, the thing that infuriates them is that Jesus also loves racists. He loves everybody despite their flaws. And they hate that. They don't believe in forgiveness. They think, oh, if you're racist, you're irredeemable. They don't believe in redemption whatsoever.
Oh man, the most unforgiving. The whole Emma Watson situation is like just like testifies to.
I didn't even pull that up this week. She,
I
you know, that whole
love
thing.
to sit here and point and laugh at her, but her whole
What is wrong with Emma Watson?
arc
What?
is a test. Like ignore the fact that she is insane and has said absolute nonsense for years, but she'll never be forgiven. And
They don't
JK,
believe in
same
it.
thing. She's on board with almost everything they say for everything, but she disagrees on one thing and will never be forgiven. We're dealing with people who have no concept
real
of forgiveness.
Forgiveness. No. Not whatsoever.
You
they don't
make
believe in it.
oh, you made a mistake. You're fucked forever. You're an outcast forever. You are the enemy forever. I disagreed with you one time on one thing.
There's also
I
a
know.
difference
Forever.
between making a mistake and sticking to your guns and your morals. And
Yes.
Yeah, I would have respected
Yeah.
her more if she stuck with her original position, even though it was bad.
And these
or
people
wrong.
have no morals, so you know.
Do you mean Emma?
Yeah, I mean now
They
she's
have
like,
nothing to
well,
stick with.
oh, I want to walk it back now that
Oh, yeah, she's
that
still
can't.
tired.
You call
society-
someone an irredeemable POS, you can't walk that back. So
no.
Well, I do got to say this though. I believe that I don't know exact situation here, but I'm just saying I think that people's opinions can change. I think that's the point
course.
of debating
Yeah.
and talking
Yeah,
about
but
it.
this is obvious though. This is like so that she doesn't get backlash from the public. Like she's putting her hand up and blowing with the wind.
I don't know too much about this particular situation, but what I gather is it's child actor syndrome. Can do no wrong. No level of self
It was
introspection at all.
popular. It was
Yeah.
popular
Well,
to be
grew up in-
pro-trans when she said that, and now it's not popular. So she's flipping. That's what's happening,
Pretty much.
and that's what
Yeah.
exactly
I
what
also grew up in
J.K.
a
Rowling
posh
said
home.
about it.
I also think it's the money. Money plays a big influence on it. J.K. Rowling said that she grew up as an entitled kid making millions of dollars in these films. But if she would have worked a McDonald's job or something like that, out there actually grinding and stuff, different personality of things.
Talking
Elon
about
Musk
Emma.
kid, never gonna have to work a day in their life. But
They might
you know,
have to
if you put them out there and just like, hey, you got to work this job and suffer with
Puts things in
a normal
perspective.
person.
Yeah, she doesn't live with the plebs on the street in the UK
Yeah.
that are dealing
In a
with
gated community
migrants roaming
just-
around doing crazy shit. You know what I mean?
On the other hand, she did come up in a system where the bigwigs in that system put a high value on her type of employee
Very.
for various things. So we have no idea what she went through
Who
growing up in
knows?
that
Yeah,
system.
Hollywood is
Yeah, that is
Hollywood
true.
is the meat grinder as well. Yes.
Well, that's why
Yeah.
that was back to what I said earlier. The child actors growing up in terrible environments.
It always
Yes.
makes me think of that famous picture of her being held back by Harvey Weinstein. So
Horrible.
you know something was going on there.
Listen, you can't hate Hollywood enough, but to
But you
I want
should.
to focus on. Yes, you should. You should hate Hollywood, but you know what you shouldn't hate
Oh hell yeah.
is the United States of America. And frankly, Steak and Shake
Ah.
has fully embraced this. But before we get to that, Chell over on the Kick side just donated 5 gifted subs for $25.
Heyo!
Guys, Chell, it was great playing Halo with you this week, but we are frankly only 10 away from me dressing as a Mexican this Halloween.
Andy,
So,
you
guys,
really get your credit card.
And we've got
We
10
are-
minutes left. Come on,
guys,
boys.
we are
That
fully
balance is
there.
at 0.
I am actually going
Mafunzalo.
to. I'm going to be writing Chell's name down on the chart. I do have a chart going. So K Jelly, as they like to say, just donated 5. So guys, we are at 25,555. So that is we're 10 away. So if you want to see me dress up
Nice.
as an illegal alien, this Mexican, head over to the Kick channel pinned in the top of the chat. So Back to
somebody,
this.
somebody borrow me some money so I can do these.
I want to go on
subs.
Exactly.
I don't even have kicks.
With Chell. I
Yes.
was watching Forbidden Frontier one night and he said something, and I think it was X-Ray or Gary, like K Gel 3,
K Jelly,
K Gel. All right,
Yep.
we're all laughing in the chat like you struck again.
Yeah, they can never
KY
get it
Jelly?
right, but that's part of it. You know, that's what they said. Yeah, but no, it's Chell. We will get it correct here, and we thank you for your generosity. We're going to round up again at the end of the stream. I just wanted to show this
I watched
steak and
the
shake.
GCA try to pronounce my name.
I'll
Lex
forget about
Ludendi. Lex Ludendi. Oh, do they ruin it every time?
Lex Luthor.
Mm-hmm. Lex Luthor.
No! Lex Ludendi.
Quaalude Endy.
I got to ask. I don't have steak and shakes around me, but holy crap, Jake Martin with the gifted sub. 10.
What's he got, a 10
gifted
banger?
subs.
1, 2,
Wait a minute.
3.
Let me check where we're at right now. Because
He's
I'm
at
concerned.
15. He's at 15. I'm
Guys,
at 25. He's at 15.
Am I
Cornboy's at
dressing
5.
up?
Yep, that's the goal has been reached. Thanks, Jake
Drink
Martin.
up, guys. You guys are gifting. Wow. Thank you. I got to check in with this. Guys,
have
where
to
are we
check.
at? Kick. Okay. Let me show. I got to show this page. Your generosity is just killing me, guys. Guys, we got Lex for 25. We got Jake for 15. Cornboy for 5. Chell for 5. Drink Up for 5 gifted memberships.
Look at
Guys,
that.
we are at.
55. So
We're there. We're there. So Jake for.
Dun, dun, dun.
Jake for 10. Drink Up for 5. Let me do the quick
Wait.
math on that.
Big snaps. Big
Is my
snaps.
card connected to it?
I hope so.
Okay,
Arriba!
listen, let me do the math here. We got 25 from Lex, 15 in total from Jake.
Arriba.
So we're sitting at 25 plus 15. We're sitting at 40. Cornboy and Chell for 5 each. That's 50. And Drink Up, you guys rock. Thank you so much. We are at 55
cue the mariachi music.
gifted subs. Guys, I'm going to pull it back up on X. I am going to be an illegal alien for this Halloween. So stay tuned, October 27th, live here on this channel for an hour long. This is going to be my outfit. I'm ordering this tonight on Amazon, one night shipping.
Where's the handcuff?
All 4 pieces. I will
You don't
have
look
the
like this already.
We have
Oh, shut up, Lex. All 4 pieces will be on my person for the entire night of October 27th, our Halloween edition of Golden Age Podcast. This will be my outfit, so stay tuned. October 27th, I will. I'll be an illegal alien, and maybe I'll have to get deported. We'll have to see. Guys,
I'm calling JD myself.
Thank you. We have to,
I may
hit this
have
one last
to order
thing.
an ice uniform.
You may have to. We'll talk. Maybe that'll be a goal for next week, Cornboy. We'll talk about it. But guys, quickly, I don't have steak and shakes in my area. If I did, I would go. They have beef tallow, fried French fries, everything. It's based, but they are installing the biggest possible flags that local government will allow. Frankly, I would say go bigger than what's legal, but whatever. Steak and Shake proudly supports American values and traditions. So, guys, what a patriotic company. Actually, you know, I need to follow them over on X. That's pretty big.
They need to do the Trump cheat at one of his golf courses when he built a 25-foot flag, and they said you can only have a 20-foot flag. So he built a 20-foot mountain and then a 20-foot flag on top of that.
I remember that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Oh,
We don't have steak and shakes anywhere nearby, but we have Perkins, and they got big old massive flags.
This is the same place that's right next to
ain't
my
as good
gun
as
range.
Steak and
I go there all the time.
Shout out,
Like,
It's not
Drink
even
Up.
large.
Another 5 gifts. They're in the carry.
Over on X, what do you guys do?
get the
I
garlic
feel like we should
burger.
just put Jeff in a
Garlic
credit card
burger's
debt on gifts.
I'm already in
Guys,
credit card debt.
Yeah,
Hey,
but we
Malty.
could really ruin you.
I ruined myself.
We are going to
Okay.
round up.
Jeff's
again
gonna be
here
living in
right
a box.
Guys, I'm sorry. I lost a little track with everything. We're not getting to all the tabs tonight. We're having too much fun. This is the last thing we're going to show for now. We're going to round up on
I blame
Kid
the
right here at the end.
Ubers.
I want to give attention to this. Jeff, I have been on your channel, the history stuff, as many people know, on your Jeff Up North channel. But the 3 of you, Andy, Willie, Jeff, you have a podcast, the Drink Up Podcast, over on YouTube, linked in the description of this current live stream. We're going to drop it in the chat as well. Take a minute and tell people, what are you guys about? What does Drink Up mean? And where can people find you?
So
any of you.
We'll start with the drink up, the UP. People are like, oh, it's drink UP. It's kind of, yeah. It's kind of a wordplay. UP, Upper Peninsula of Michigan. So drink
Big
up.
brain mode.
Big brain mode. Yeah, that took about 6.5 weeks of planning in the garage to figure that one out. So,
Honestly, it took
planning
about
or
10
drink?
years.
Every time we thought about it, we made a plan, and then by the time we woke up the next day, we'd completely forgotten about it. So we just start over the next week.
Yep.
But
I like
yeah,
it.
List of names, list of passwords, list of websites and everything. We're like, oh, we got this. And no,
6
God.
different tries and sticky notes.
Yeah, then you go to log in something and the password's wrong. You're like, shit.
So yeah, no,
That is
we
awesome.
meet here every Friday at 7 p.m. Central, doing exactly what we're doing now, reading the news, telling jokes, telling stories, talking to the chat, everything like that, having a few beers, crack a few. Tuesdays, we do gaming stream at 7:30. That's Leveling Up.
Same channel, just gaming focused.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's Halloween, obviously spooky season. So we're playing scary
Absolutely.
games all month. Except for Friday. Obviously, Friday, the weekend stuff. Battlefield 6 comes out. I'm just saying.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'll be watching that.
Great.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And yeah,
I highly recommend that Friday show because you guys come on like right when Friday Night Tights is in the middle of doing all their super chats, and that gets kind of tedious. So it's a good thing.
It's a nice breakup.
Well, it's good for you. We don't have any
Yeah.
super chats.
we used to
Yes.
start at 6, and I'm like, we don't get anyone watching until 7. I said, well, we just pushed it back.
That's true. Yeah.
It's a genius.
So,
idea.
guys, I have to ask you, well, right there in the chat and in the description, go subscribe to the guys over at Drink Up. It's a great show. I love watching you guys. I really
Plus, they
appreciate
set
you guys coming on
subscriber
the show
goals
today.
too. So
They do.
Who's the next to shave their beard off, or
Yeah,
their
what's
head,
the
or
next goal for you
what's the
guys?
next
Yeah,
subscriber?
they never,
Oh, no,
they
no,
never
no, no,
shave
no,
their
no.
heads. 100 subs before October.
That
They
was-
gotta shave their heads.
That was a
We
Jeff
didn't agree
goal.
on that. We didn't agree on that. I said, you look dead in the eyes. That's
Gotta
me.
get it in writing.
Because I looked you dead in the eyes and said no.
You look me dead in the eyes. Let's get it on. It's kind of weird.
I looked him dead
Well,
in
he
the
looked
eyes
you.
and said, happy
Wow, there's
birthday. and I
firm eye
got nothing.
contact, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, we
So-
did do a shirt though, and then we're gonna be doing another one at I don't know. We haven't figured out the next number yet.
150.
69.
Yeah, 150. I think we're gonna
69.
do something.
69. Every 69.
Yeah, 69 was the first one.
Yeah, so
and then 420
169.
for sure is gonna be one, even though we don't partake.
Oh,
in
that's going to
that,
be a
but-
big one.
So
And then
one-
500, I expect something special. So, guys,
We got a
make sure
long time to plan that
you
one.
are subbed. Drink
Jeff's
Up
looking
if
at
you wanna
signing
see
up for a Feet Finder.
Yep.
That's a big one.
That'll be interesting.
Ah,
I will make sure to
Yeah.
not tune into that episode. So thank you for warning me.
Check out Jeff's
Starring
OnlyFans.
Brie Larson.
Mickey Mouse scream.
Yes. So, guys, I appreciate it. Thanks. Go sub to them. We got to get to the rest of the guys real quick. Then we're going to round up on Kick again. Corn Boy, your channel is in the
Yeah.
description. Tell people where they can find you.
Yeah, at cornboy_199 or cornboy on X. I'll be playing the Battlefield this weekend. So tune in if you like to see what that game's going to be all about.
That's fantastic. Guys, sub to Corn Boy. Lex, Troublemaker over on X. Tell people where
you
they can
find
find
me
you.
here on the Golden Age podcast. You find me on Multi's channel. That's it. Or Twitter.
That's awesome.
You can come. You can come listen to my Catholic rants on Twitter, but
Can we get some more
that's so
Protestants over there at
totally
Lex's X page
different.
soon? Yeah.
No, you get nothing. You get nothing.
All right.
You want to
Follow
come
Lex.
listen to me rant about Catholicism? Come find me on Twitter. You want to listen to me talk about current events and politics and pop culture? Well, then you're already here. You're already in the right place. It's this channel and Multi's channel. That's it.
Good to
You get
have
nothing
you.
else.
And thank you for being here again. And Magnum. Magnum threw out the idea of potentially, a Friday stream here on this channel at some point in the future. It's a good idea. We're going to be working it around, so stay tuned. We're working it out. But Magnum, thank you for joining us. I'm sorry your camera gave you a little trouble tonight, but tell people where they
damn-
can find you, what you're going to be up
Yes,
to.
you'll see me on this channel and also on Nerd Wars, a couple different shows he does. And reason I'm not canceling Netflix is I plan on doing a Witcher season 4 breakdown
boy.
or
God, let us know how that
Making a
goes.
season
Wow.
because the
4.
last video I made was a season 3 tear apart. So
Season 3 was bad enough.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
shit. I gave up after season 2.
And that was with only 5 minutes of Cavill.
That's rough.
It's fun to,
And that's why he's making his show.
It's fun. It's fun to talk trash for 10 minutes about it. So,
That's true.
yeah. And if it wasn't for Antifa hackers taking over my camera, I was gonna cheers for Drink Up Boys with my bottle of Old Forester. But
good stuff.
Old Forester's
Oh,
good stuff.
nice. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll do it in spirit for you.
all right, cheers, boys.
Drink up, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
And everybody,
Awesome.
subscribe to their channel. I'm gonna go into their chats at some point. We'll all get drunk.
Hope to see you there. Absolutely. And guys, it was a pleasure to have you on. We got to check in with the Kick Chat one more time. Everyone's generosity tonight has been truly appreciated. It helps the channel greatly. And you're going to be seeing me as an illegal alien Mexican this October 27th. You mad lads. Lex for 25. Jake Martin for 15.
Victory.
Corn Boy for 5 gifties. Shell for 5. Drink Up for 5. I believe that is reloaded. If I missed any, speak your voices now because Kick
Follow on
sometimes.
Kick to be eligible for one of those gifties.
Absolutely. So follow us on Kick.
Very generous community.
Yes, we do. And I want to thank you, Angry Badger, as well, at the beginning, before the stream even started, for rating the show. It gave us a great boost on YouTube. We're on the road to 500, getting almost
I
there.
was a great guest.
Yes,
Nerd Slap
it
for
was.
the raid as well.
Nerd Slap for the raid over on Kick, the Nerd Herd. So, guys, ABF, Alec Baldwin's Finger, is about to start up Off the Hip on YouTube right now. I'm dropping the link in the chat. I would like you to go give him a Golden Age raid. Go watch his gaming podcast right now. They're going to be talking about culture war and gaming stuff. Check him out. Tell him we sent you. We will catch you here. Same time, same